Please put your hands together as we make welcome Dr. Dare Akinlaja for his training. Can you do better than that?
All right. I don't know why is media punishing for this kind of time, but there's an assumption that they tell me that I know how to teach, so they have to punish me with this schedule. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? I have a big problem. When I'm teaching, I like feedback. You will enjoy this session. I promise you I'll be done in 20 minutes. You should have clapped for me. I'll be done in 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest problem of entrepreneurship in Nigeria is that 95% of entrepreneurs in Nigeria are entrepreneurs. Survival, because half of us went to the university for 4 years, studied a course we did not want, came out and looked for a job for 5 years. Almost to bata piota umata. To bata cake umata. So what in supply cement in see. To bata distributor 2 years umata. So half of us are what I call accidental. I need feedback. Half of us are accidental. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, I just want to help you and guide you through very few tips on the mindset of an entrepreneur. I always see people post on Twitter, Instagram, social media. I have plans to sack my boss. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be in a hurry to sack your boss. Because at the end of this month, for instance, Ogata, Ogauta. But remember that if you start your business, it is what you sell that you will eat. So quickly, I heard my friend Dr. Akin talk about emotional intelligence and people talking about tasting lime, cutting lime. Probably in Nigeria, they taste anything. So I was so sure that only fair people will taste anything. They cut lime. But that is a very, very powerful thing. And half of the reason why Nigerians don't learn is that people think or assume that they know what you are talking about. That little exercise that was done now is usually done for scientific purposes in business school. It helps you understand that there is something in your subconscious that you don't know exists. Let me give you an example. How many of us today, you see someone wearing white and white with white shoe, something in your mind clicks? Am I talking? Because you assume he is a... You see someone wearing black and black. They have not told you what he does, but you already assume he... Who told you that black and black is bad? Where did you learn that only a particular group of people wear white and white? You see how powerful the mind is. How many of you see cats in front of your house? You are already binding. Ladies and gentlemen, the cat is looking for rats. And a rat accidentally passed by your house. That is why it came. But how many of you will see a cat on your fence and not begin to pray? So, don't assume that you know the current state of your mind until you put it to test. I hear people say, oh no, toba fún mi ní 100 million naira buy. Ma sáré chekini. You know, you never know the problems you have until you have money. Are we together? You never know your problems. Some of you think you are humble. It's because you don't have money. Why am I talking about mindset? 2007, I got my first 1 million naira and brought from a company. I did a project. I went to cash the check on Broad Street in GT Bank Broad Street. Ladies and gentlemen, a load 1 million. Mo jade kúrò bank by mo wa okada mo fẹ́ fọ́ etí ẹ̀. A loan 1 million. The problem is that before that time, I was only getting 10,000, 15,000, 12,500, 19,500. I now got 1 million naira. I am more ragbo. Ogo aso. Èló ni 1 million. is the danger of a mindset. 90% of our problems in Nigeria is mentality. The mindset is so powerful that there is a course in Harvard they call psychological balance for billionaires. There is a way you will have money, sir. Olekusa. Don't say, Baba, you think you don't like women, it's because you are broke. You see, I don't like wearing expensive shoes. Oh, low on me. Or you see people driving very expensive cars. You begin to shout, why are they driving such expensive cars? They should help the less privileged. Come on, don't share the. It's the mindset, sir. Let me tell you. Do you know that your taste increases when your income increases? Somebody will see you with a phone that the screen is cracked. They will not ask you, why is your screen cracked? You say, no. I like the phone like that. No, sir. No, irony, sir. Irony. Oh, low. Go, so one is that. Why am I giving these examples? That means the foundation of what our life is built is our mind, sir. To be a business person, there is a mindset behind it. Listen, I just came from one of my companies now. I have 3 of them. You cannot be a business person and sleep well. I'm not saying you are selling pure water, condensed. No. You are paying, last month, salary for one of the companies was 7 million. Me, I've not made profit, 7 million till low. Because if you don't pay salary, there's problem. That's why all of you shouting minimum wage. Oh, Lord. Hello. Nigeria is like business. Are you aware? Its income is what we used to pay. Abi? Nigeria. The mindset of an entrepreneur is that you are first a giver, you are a provider. Baba, never in your life must you pray to be like Dangote. 10,000 staffs, you will die. But tomorrow, when you wake up and when the bank debit the money for salary, you have high blood pressure. I'm not scaring you. I'm just telling you. If you want to be an entrepreneur, there's a mindset for it. You have to build your mind that this thing you are doing. Alone in phone, better 1.5. No, 2.5. But yeah, you eat your profit, eat your capital, eat your savings, eat your money. You're not in business, oh. You are 2.5 over. Go. I know all these things. What's wrong with you? That's the problem. There's a mindset behind it. So if you want to be you must make up your mind that I'm in business. If you don't want to do business, go and find work. Let someone be paying salary. Oh, fresh a business, there's a mindset you must have. You must not, listen to me. You can't be a business person and be all right. I will call some of you at 9 o'clock, you have slept. Oh, there's a business. Oh, listen. Because you are thinking of new business idea. How am I going to open new market? I told you I have 3 companies. I didn't open the 3 of them because I felt like in Nigeria, you must have company for cushion effect. Are you hearing me, sir? This one, sometimes we fund this one. Why? You are laughing at me. You're not a bit. This one will now cushion the profits to pay. There's a mindset behind business. And if you are afraid to lose money, don't do business. You will die early. Just go and find work. 2013. Let me come down. You think I'm far? 2013, I did printing press. I lost 62 million. I had high blood pressure. Heart ever been beating before on the right? You know, this is where the heart is. my heart was beating here. You know, there's a way shit will catch you, be catching cold. 62 million. Think better business, 62 till loss. Let me tell you what happened. They bought us fake machine. That's why I made a vow. I will never do a business I don't understand. Any business I don't understand, Angama will lie. Touch not. There's a mind to it, sir. You must be, you see, the first mind, you must be resilient. Since 2007, I've been doing business. I've done over 15. Moya will go. One time, I shared my business idea to my friend. I entered wrong bus. That's how, you must have seen it in me now. Very passionate too. Because to do business in Nigeria, you must be mad. I have a fabrication company. You do a quote at 700 Naira. Dollar goes to 1.8. Will you die? Hello, sir. Sometimes when you see people laugh, it's not that they are happy. It's laugh to control depression. They are curing depression. Secondly, you must be able to solve problems. An entrepreneur must be able to spot problems. Spot problems. Spot problems. Are you aware now that some people are making more money when Nigeria is not good? Or when you think Nigeria is not good? Businesses are opening. Right? Number 3, an entrepreneur must be able to know what his strength is and what his weakness is. For instance, ladies and gentlemen, don't give me money in any business. There will be problem. I don't suffer one only suffer one tar. But am I communicating? I don't touch money. Because if money is in my pocket, I have political traits. I can also be a politician. And you know, politicians, once we have cash in our pocket, sir, 5,000, 2,000, 4,000, 10,000. Before you know it, business is done. So I don't touch cash. You can't catch me with cash. Never. Even in my house, you can't catch me. My wife will not even give me the money to hold. If you give me house rent, cash. If you give me school fees, cash. If you give me food money, cash. So don't give me cash. So I know my strength and I know my weakness. But when you talk about thinking idea, developing, execution, idea, idea. I have a friend that has registered 40 companies. He's still registering more. He just sent me 3 yesterday. Otishi ice cream. Otishi confirm ice cream. Otishi confirm roofing sheet. I say, Watoku 40. Listen. This is a divergence. Let me decode. They always tell you to focus, Abi. Have you heard that they say focus? Focus, Abi. Focus. Name one billionaire in the world that has one business. Name one now. Name one billionaire in the world, not Nigeria, that has one business. Tell me. So what does people that tell you to focus? Baba, if you can do 4, you have the capacity. If you can do 10, you have the capacity. You have 50, you have the capacity. Because in the time of economic recession, only people who have multiple companies can create cushion effect. So this for the glass. Which money is Dangote looking for again? Then when you can do refinery? Have you asked yourself? You know why? That refinery will give him urea. Electricity. All of you that want to jackpot, you can't be a billionaire jackpot, you know. Let me just tell you now. Nigeria is the best place to make money as of today. Because anywhere there's problem is where there is money. Let me run through this. How many minutes have I used? I only use 1 minute. I bind the devil. I want to tell you something quickly so I don't forget this. Okay? Are we together? I just said, let me not use slide, because if I use slide, we will sleep here. Please tell me when I've said the time, or because you can be here for 4 hours. Mindset, right? Understand who you are. Understand what your limitations are. Not all of us can start business at the same level with the same intelligence level. Ladies and gentlemen, stop trying to pressure yourself. Don't pressure yourself. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ti ra mọ́tò. Ìwọ tó ti ra mọ́tò, ṣọ́ṣẹ́ gbé fún ẹni. Kò dé farabalẹ̀. You can't build business being under pressure. Unless you will use your profit to buy motor. And everywhere, how many of you know that Nigeria is a very intimidating country? To buy Instagram buy. Yeah. Joseph Tirale. Kemi ti travel. Ele tira. Ele. The first thing I delivered myself from in this life is no tension. Hello? No. You are looking at what I will fall. Don't worry, I'm very aware. The speaker here. That's I'm very concerned that wow, so passionate over Shubu. No tension. Unless you put yourself, you can't build business by being intimidated. Otiramoto. That's why people spend their capital, spend their profits. Under Jonathan, you know, there was something they called you win. Remember that you win? I know people who got 15 million. The first thing they were going to do was buy motor of 9 million. To run a motor of 9 million. Kiloku. And you know, some of you think that 10 million is plenty money. You know, plenty money is dependent on the bukata. So don't be under pressure. Don't tension. Build. Some of you get money. The first thing you go and rent is 2-bedroom flat office. Talon waiwa. Oh, need customer on by office. Who is coming to come and see you? You open company, you print complimentary card. Managing director. What are you managing? I'm the group CEO. CEO of what? Your complimentary card should be marketing officer. Every CEO is a marketer. You do, sir. You do, sir. Will it tie anything? Will it tie anything? Will it tie anything? My first business in my life, I will tell you. I used to toast girls for boys on campus. That was my first business. Mama gba 5,000, 5,000. So I want me low one lenu. Our lenu wa. Then when I know that the girl is too stubborn, you know that people that some hard to get. So more hard to get. My split on 2525. You will grieve for him for 3 months. If you still like him, continue. If you don't like him, divorce. So I never had a failed project. If I had known that time, say, well, I'll have done app, done dating app, do a platform to be matchmaking people. It's my sister. I'll be collecting forex. So you, as a business person, you know the way shark used to smell blood. As a business person, I don't know if you understand. You must have nose for money. For instance, now, I have a transport idea in this Lagos. I will tell you. No, sir. Every transporter that has come is trying to pursue downfall. Why? Take advantage of downfall. How did Uber start? You know there's no boss for Uber style. That's my idea. I won't tell you the full details. I'll try Uber fail. But that's it. Right? That's it. That's it. So if you are here and you have plans to start business, there's a mindset you must have. If you don't want to do business, that's okay. But to do business, you must be resilient. You must be creative. You must have a nose to sniff for opportunities. You must never be under pressure to perform. And finally, it is okay to fail. Tell the person, say it's okay to fail. Part of our problem in Nigeria is that failure is seen as condemnation. There's no business person who has never failed before. I just told you 62 million. Some of you now, so let me tell you now, I know you will say, God forbid, I bind the devil. Hello, look at me. You will fail. Let me look at this side. Hello, auntie, you will fail. Don't say God forbid. It's not a prayer. Say, I bind the devil. You will fail. Oh, you don't know? You will fail. For instance, before I got married, I used to hear a man is the head of the house. Now that I am married, I know that we only pay the rent, but not the head. The house does not belong to you. You only pay the rent, you come. The house belongs to the woman and the children. Any wise man knows. If you are, so when I see all these single men, I'm going to tell them what to do. Except you don't love your wife. But if you love your wife, a wise man knows that is a woman. Brings me to my point. You can never know about business until you do business. Do you have friends who can talk more about business than do business? And no do. When you start a business, Massa, if you 1 million, so fix. Sabinus, pam, pam, pam. About 55,000, you will come out here. 100,000. Ladies and gentlemen, be comfortable with failure. Be comfortable with, if you understand these things, you'll be fine. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you on the mindset of entrepreneurship. God bless you.
I think he has done justice to his topic. Please, let's put our hands together for him. All right. So we have one more speaker. And remember that there's a pitch competition that's going on. And we're going to share the details of that competition shortly. And the prize for that competition is 1 million naira. So if you're interested in 1 million naira, I would expect that you stay to the very end. Already, people who are not here automatically do not have access to the information that we're going to give. So they have eliminated themselves already. So it means the competition is even going to be sweeter because the population is what? Smaller. All right. So please stay with us. Just after the last speaker, we are going to be sharing details of the pitch competition. So the last speaker is going to be speaking with us on visioning. But then she's just going to give us a short introduction on what visioning is and everything around it. Tomorrow, she's going to have enough time to dive deeper into her conversation and into her training to give us a broader perspective and idea of everything visioning. So please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for one of my favorite person here in the room, Mrs. Funke Ige.
Thank you, thank you. And I think I would use just 5 minutes because I understand you're tired, you've had so much, so it's not going to be like a session where you receive everything, like you go to Owambe, you eat everything, buffet, everything paid, you eat, and then you end up where in the restroom. So it's my pleasure and honor to be here today, and I am glad and passionate for what I'm about to tell you, and that is visioning. Why visioning? Why that topic, really? I stand on all existing protocols because I know you have to observe and observe and observe. Quickly, what do we think visioning is? I'll be doing justice to that topic tomorrow. But tonight, the only thing I want to ask you is, why are you in this room? Really? Why am I in this room? Were you cajoled, or you just want to, oh, I think they are lovely speakers, I just want to meet them, I want to be able to. Why are you here? If you don't know why you are here, there is no reason why you should be here. You have no business here if you don't know why you should be here. Because everything that will be said will be what you will need, definitely. But if you don't know yourself, you don't know where to apply any of these things, or even how to apply it. We are very good and very smart at reading people, knowing people, that we forget to know ourselves. I want to ask you, how did you get to where you are? What is it about your life? What can you say about yourself? What is the top priority? Why you are here? Why do you want to glean from all these people, from their wealth of experience or whatever it is that they're sharing today? Your why will propel you forward in enterprise, in your skills acquisition, in anything that you want to do. So I will give you an assignment so we continue tomorrow. And I want to encourage you to bring someone here that needs to be here. And that assignment is, write the story of your life. I will definitely ask you, and I won't mind to show me the story of your life, how it all began. And do not deceive yourself. Your experience so far. Do you know that if you look at your life, you have gathered enough experience to propel you forward, even without attending this? Are you aware? At some point, you are able to scale through problems, situations, hard times, and seasons. You held on, you sat, you got solutions and answers, probably thinking within, or even in your sphere of relationships. For some of us, we have actually even deposited, from what Dr. Akin said, you've deposited emotion. You have, in fact, your emotional bank account with people is very, very high, but you don't even know how to withdraw. Because you don't understand how you deposited, and you don't know how you need to withdraw that. Because you've not really sat down with you and know the things you are doing intentionally. So intentionality to your life, it's what will bring you a lot of expression that you yearn for. Your desire that I wish. They are not wishes. They are things that could really come to pass if you pay attention to yourself. If we say, okay, do SWOT analysis, should your weakness, SWOT analysis means strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, right? If you have your weaknesses, you have them written down. What are you supposed to do to your weaknesses? You're supposed to work on it. So weaknesses are not to remain weaknesses. That's what we talk about when we are saying personal development. And then we will later begin to see that how you're able to create streams of wealth and all of that, income and all. Dr. Larry came here and then he mentioned about mindset. When you have so much money, you're likely to go the wrong way. That's when your needs, I have this thing. No, you must know what your focus, what your needs are. Some people say, show me your friend, I will tell who you are. Tell me, I don't even need to show you my friend. I can tell you who I am. Can you say that? Can you tell people who you are? Can you tell people your integrity, your system value that you have built over the years? A lot of people go for an interview and they lie at the interview. I'm dogged and this and that. And by the time you give them the job, nothing. And rather moving that company forward, you will be a pain for your employer. I've given you one assignment, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I really do. Sit with yourself. Who am I? What do I have? Honestly, I congratulate you because you made a right decision to be here. That means you can make any other decision correctly. You can. You can. You are enough. Sometimes the reason why you don't do what you want to do is self-esteem. Comparing yourself with someone else because you don't know you. When you know you, you realize that you don't need to compare yourself with any other person because there is something that differentiates you from someone else. That is where some people still see opportunities, even when you're seeing problems. Because you know you have to prefer a solution to make legit money. And it's never too late. Everyone here, we're all different age and all of that. So it's never too late to do it the right way. I look forward to having you. I am Olufunke Ige, and God bless you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we can do better than that. Let's put our hands together for her. All right. How many of you are waiting for the Google link to win 1 million? If you're waiting, just wave your hands. All right. This middle table, they are rich. They don't need money. The back table, they've made it in life. Their business is fine. The table at the back, 1 million cannot sustain their business ideas. This front table, they are fine. Oh, okay, they are not fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing first day. Please, let's put our hands together for the organizers. So while we are waiting for Ms. Chiamaka to get the link up for us, she's already with the media team. They're working on putting it up there. I just want us to have just a little, summary. What have you learned today? What stood out for you and what you're taking home? You can ask any of this or answer any of this. I just want to engage us so that we'll know that tomorrow you're obviously coming, knowing that you're going to pick up even better things for your business and for yourself. So what have you learned? Okay, so I have somebody here, number one. Ushers are tired. They're tired. Please, let's put our hands together for our ushers. Let's celebrate them. They've been working up and down since morning. Thank you. Please, before you answer, if you want to attempt, yes, there's another person at the back. There's somebody at the back. So that while he's answering, the other person can answer as well. Okay, there's somebody here. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm excited. All right, so let's have you here. Share with us what stood out for you, what you're taking home, and why you will come back here tomorrow.
Thank you, Ma. Good evening, everyone. Because of our time, we said that, but I don't know if you will permit me to ask some questions. Maybe you will answer, on behalf of our people, then you will answer them.
Who is we?
We here.
Wait, I'm not understanding.
I said, I don't know, maybe you will permit me to ask a question that is going to benefit to us by answering that question to us.
You have confused me.
You give us a task to talk about.
Yes.
Which is what have we learned?
What stood out for you? Yes.
That inspired us to be here tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yes, I get that one right.
Okay.
And I will answer that. Okay. And I said, on behalf of my people here,
who appointed you?
Everybody. No, okay, let me just say, I want to ask questions.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Hey, now you have arrived.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
General question to me. I mean, my question to you. One,
Question.
Yes, to the oath.
Wait.
Or let me say,
What's your name?
I'm still Olalekan.
Mr. Olalekan.
Yeah,
Why will you come back here tomorrow? Give us
I'll-
that first, and then you
No,
can ask your question.
Honestly, I'll be here tomorrow, inshallah, because I've gained a lot. More especially, our speakers have delivered a very well oriented lecture, and we've impacted one or two things out of their lectures,
Yeah.
which I believe is going to be assisting us in the nearest future.
What's one thing that you would leave here with? That's the real question I'm asking. From all of the speakers, what resonated with you? What's the one thing that when you leave here, you would think about it and you would act on it?
Definitely, I'm going to think about that business I'm doing.
The business.
Because I think I've gained a lot to reframe my business so far. So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Do you still want to ask a question?
yes, I want. Ma,
Sir.
I don't know. Or let me just say, I'm pleading. Are we going to have certificates?
Okay.
Please help us to do. Then another thing, ma,
Sir.
if possible, are we going to have the materials, some of the materials of this, so that it's going to be assisting
You can make
us?
reference to
Yes.
it. Okay.
And the last one is like on observation. Towards the end of this program,
Yes.
honestly, there's one of the lecture given to us that takes much of our time.
Yes.
And I can tell you this, we nearly got the message towards the end of this lecture.
Yes.
Just that, without all the time we use, I cannot say we wasted.
Yeah.
We get the information, it arrived to the point at the end of the day, but like the 2-3 people that talks about on after him, it's like they should not leave that mic, but the time is not, it has against the.
Yeah. So what's your
My
observation?
observation on that is that
Yes.
if possible,
Yes.
if it's you were going to give our speakers, you have planned for them as 10 minutes.
Yes.
Maybe you can be telling them that they have 5 minutes. So by then we are enjoying them. You will know. We not say go. So that we have enough time to achieve something. And not everybody will understand everything, but at least we must pick 1 or 2 things. It's just
Okay.
an observation, please.
Yes.
Just an observation.
Your observations are noted.
Hello, ma.
Then for the material, you didn't raise up your hand.
I'm sorry, ma.
There's somebody who raised up their hand.
Okay,
If
ma,
they could speak before you, that would be fine. Did you give the person at the back the mic? All right. There's a lady here.
Hi, good evening. My name is Adura Agbemi.
Yes.
I've learned a lot, and I'll just mention a few.
Okay.
I got to know that branding, that like your branding is not just about you as a person, like the way you live your life, the way you
Yes.
relate to persons.
Yes.
It speaks volume about you, and
Okay.
it links it to integrity. That you need to have integrity. They shouldn't give you this money and feel that, okay, because your friend have contributed or your family, you can just use it anyhow.
Squander the funds.
Yes, that's correct. Then another thing is, if you don't know the business, if you don't have the depth insights of the business, you shouldn't
start
dabble into it.
Fantastic.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. We are sharing our thoughts and what resonated with us and while we are coming back here tomorrow. Importantly, while you will tell a friend about what is happening here, so that you alone don't just be the partaker of the goodies that we are giving out. Because I always say, if I'm the only one progressing in my friends group, I'm really not doing so much because those friends will eventually drag me down. So as you're coming here tomorrow, you have seen what we've done. You've seen what we have the capacity to do. So that should inspire you to come with a friend tomorrow. Please go ahead.
Okay, the first thing I would say that really stood out for me was what Dr. Olufunke said. That's the last speaker.
Yes.
He said I made the right decision
To be here.
Okay, and I think that's very true and that's very important. Then another thing that stood out for me was the fact that they said you have to separate your business from yourself. Like me now, I'm still a student. So let's say if I should sell today now, I'll just spend the money, both the capital and the business. Till the next money comes again. But now I'll just be like, okay, yes, I know. So my friends will be like, you are selling, so why don't you have money? Why are you broke sometimes? And
It's
I'm
a
like,
good question.
and I'm like, that's just it. But right now, I've already discovered I just have to separate myself from my
From
brand.
your business. Thank you so much. All right. Somebody is here. Please give him the mic. You can give her the mic. Give him the mic. Any other person wants to say something? I think somebody, 2 other people there. Give them the mic, please.
For me? Oh, yeah, nah. Yeah, thank you, ma. Actually, I've learned something today, and I have to do it. It's somehow tough.
Yes.
You know, if I don't start my own business now,
Mm-hmm.
I know it's tough to start. I want to start in my late 50s. It's going to be more tougher
Mm.
for me. So I think with this, in fact, let me just try to conjure
To
the spirit
start
and
already.
let me just do it at once. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. If I may just
Okay.
contribute to what you say, please sit down.
Thank you.
It all depends on what you define by starting. It all depends on what you define by starting. So before I started holding the mic this way, guess what I was doing? I was doing YouTube videos. I just got comfortable being in front of the camera. So that's where I started. So it depends for you what you define as starting. Oftentimes we feel like we need to wait until a certain happening to give us capacity to be able to take that decision to start. But I promise you, there are certain experiences that you will never gain until you take the first step today. Until you take that first step right now, this minute, you take the bold step and say, I am going to start now. So oftentimes when I speak to young people, I tell them, look, okay, it makes sense, right, to do all of that, but no, start where you are. So please, if your phones are, if you have phone that can snap, please, that's the link for our pitch competition. So the pitch competition, like the leader said earlier, is going to be in stages and phases. This is the very first phase of it. This is the very first stage. And in this stage, we are asking you to pitch your business. And in no more than 200 words, pitch your business. What is your business about? What is your business idea? What solution are you bringing? What problems are you solving? Pitch your business. No more than 200 words, please. So you should already know that if your pitch is more than 200 words, you're automatically disqualified. I know we talked about emotional intelligence and how it's important for you to be empathetic with your brothers and sisters. Please, this is not the time for empathy. Do not share this link. The reason why we waited to the very last for us to put up the link is a form of rewarding your patience. So everyone who is not here already cannot participate in the competition. So if I were you, I'll be smart enough not to share the link with people that are not here. It's strictly for you. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So if you have any question around the pitch your business, please ask me now. While we'll also take 2 more contributions and we'll be done for the day. All right, please go ahead.
Yes, I learned understanding yourself, then be willing to plan, as in to do the business.
Yes.
And also do not be intimidated.
Do not be intimidated.
And also have the spirit of we die here. And also make failure. Well, be friendly with failure. Too,
Okay.
and learn through it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good.
So far, so good. I learned that I'm a real version of myself. I have limits to everything I can do in my life because I am me.
Mm-hmm.
What works out for somebody else might not work for me because
true.
there are different versions of. And secondly, I learned about the banking of the thing, the emotional banking.
Yes.
And thirdly, I learned about being versatile.
Okay.
The flexibility to have many businesses, not just one business, because 1 month might just
not be sufficient.
So,
all right. Thank you.
Each of a thing.
Yes.
First, it's not going.
It's not going.
Yes.
It's going. All right. So the last but not the least.
Okay. Okay. Hello?
Is working.
Okay. I learned a lot today. I learned about how you make use of your emotional bank account, the way you withdraw from it, and the way you deposit on people's life. Very important aspect of a business as an entrepreneur. And I also learned the fact that in the economy today, there are so many problems that need to be solved. And one of the speakers highlighted the fact that everybody has a problem. And the way you resolve those problems, that is where you find a breakthrough in your own business. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, finally, as regards this link, the deadline for submitting your pitch is 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Yes, please, ushers. Deadline is 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, no more than 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. I wanted to make it 12 midnight, but they said, no, that's wickedness.
Hello, ma.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, ask me.
Oh, page now.
I can't hear you.
When I check the link now,
yes,
they said that it's no more than 250. But you said 200.
Did you increase it to 250? No more than 250. So please, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you find in your as instruction on the form supersedes whatever else I have said here. So fundamentally, it is no more than 250 words as stated on the form. Submission time is 8 a.m. Any other question? Any other question? No more than 250. Of course, it all depends on what you have to offer, but no more than 250. Any other question about the competition? I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you.
Hello, ma.
Yes.
Can you explain more about what you asked us to write? Because I was not really...
Pitch your business. Tell me about your business. That's all it is. What solution do you bring? What problem are you solving? Just pitch your business. Be creative about it, but make sure that you have all the details about your business sufficiently enough to sway an investor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for day one. See you on day two.